Hello, good afternoon. How is everyone's holiday coming along and your Chinese New Year celebration? Today is day number 4 if I'm not mistaken, right? So today I will be sharing in my quick lunch and learn session how we usually endure and end up with some tummy discomfort, stomach discomforts, spasm, inability to go to toilet well, bloated, cramp, nausea, travel sickness, especially during the holidays, during the festive season, especially when we overeat. Kan during holidays and festive season, that's the time when you may be going back to your hometown, you get to eat selected foods that you don't usually get to eat. And of course, during the festive season, like Chinese New Year, we have so many Chinese New Year delicacies. Once a year saja you dapat makan. So my favorite are like the kuih kapit, which I don't make, but I love them. And I also love to eat pineapple tarts, which I bake on my own. So off and on, you may end up with some tummy discomfort. So in today's 10-minute session, I would like to share how you can use natural solutions to support yourself. Because throughout festive season and all that, you are bound to have these kind of issues. And it's always good to have these solutions handy with you before they spiral out of control. So the first oil I want to talk about and I would like to share is the ever versatile Peppermint Essential Oil. The Peppermint Essential Oil, if you have followed me, you notice that I use quite a lot of Peppermint Essential Oil on a daily basis because it's versatile from top to toe. From the time when you wake up in the morning, when you need some energy and focus and to be alert, you can use this. So for tummy issues, if you're having that cramp, that bloated feeling, you ate too much, you can't evacuate, well, this is the oil that you can use. All you need is 1 drop with 10 drops of carrier oil. Please remember to always dilute your essential oils before applying it on your skin and apply it at your tummy. 2 to 3 hourly is all that is required. If you are pregnant, during pregnancy, we have nausea, we feel like vomiting, we feel lightheaded, you feel sometimes heavy-headed, the indigestion, especially towards the 2nd and 3rd trimester. Peppermint is also useful to support those issues beautifully. Now, please remember that essential oils are not a cure for any kind of disease, but they are solutions that are safe, effective, and economic when you use them correctly. When I use essential oils, and I started 8 years ago, my main concern was the purity and the potency of the essential oil, because in the market, in the industry of essential oil, there is no governing body to check on purity, what's inside the bottle, who is actually double checking for you. So when you use Doterra oils, when you want to check whether it's pure or not, is there a test being done? There are 40 over tests done per batch, but if you want to check on the GCMS, this is a certificate of analysis to check on the purity. It's a standard test that all companies should do, but whether they do or do not and whether they are able to show you the results is another thing. So being transparent is very important when you choose a company that you want to use their oils from. So with Doterra oils, for example, I'm holding a peppermint bottle can. So all I have to do is look at the base of the bottle. There will be a 7-digit batch number there. And I conveniently just go to this website, www.sourcedew.com, key in the 7-digit batch number, and you get the certificate of analysis for you to see. This is a third-party tested test that is done by APRC, so you are absolutely assured of the quality. When you are using essential oils, especially buying them for your family use, you're going to be inhaling them, you're going to be using it on your skin, and some of these oils can also be consumed with guidance. It's absolutely important to make sure that they are pure, because again, in the industry being not regulated, a lot of additives can be put in, diluents can be put in, it may not even be what it says it is on the bottle. So it's always good when you want to start using essential oils for your home to be guided. Get them directly from Doterra Malaysia. You can always get your own wholesale account and you can also be guided by me. Please do not buy them from online malls or sites, because we really do not know how these bottles are tampered with. Okay, so the first oil that I would recommend is Peppermint Essential Oil, top to toe usage. And if you're traveling, I know many of you are on the road today, probably going back before the highway gets a bit jammed. If you're having some travel sickness, some motion sickness in the car, and you need some support with you or your husband driving the car, need that focus and alertness, Peppermint is the one to use. If you do not have a car diffuser, that's fine. You just need to put 1 or 2 drops on a tissue paper or a cotton ball, and you just shove it at the aircon vent, and the aroma will fill up the cabin of your car. How potent is Peppermint Essential Oil from Doterra? Well, 1 drop of Peppermint Essential Oil is equivalent to 20 over cups of peppermint tea. So you can see how potent, how cow it is, right? So therefore you only need to use 1 drop on its own, right? So that's number 1. Number 2, if you're looking at when we overeat, we find that it's difficult to go to toilet well, we are a little bit stuck, not evacuating with clear bowels, then you may want to use lemon essential oil, lemon, or wild orange, or even bergamot. These are all the citrus family oils. I like the citrus family oils because they are oils that not just support cleaning, detoxification, they also support cleansing, and they also support joy and happiness and abundance. So for mental well-being, you can also use these oils. You may want to, like for instance, you're feeling a bit stressed up with all the relatives you're meeting or friends that you're meeting, and you just want to relieve that stress. 1 drop of wild orange, lemon, or bergamot. Close your eyes, inhale and exhale. For about 1 minute. Just do this for 1 minute, and you can feel the aromatic compounds going into the limbic system, the part of your brain that supports and balances your mood and responses. So when you use these kind of oils, right, it's within minutes you can feel, you can experience the difference almost in a few minutes, and this gives you a mind shift almost immediately. So it can save you a lot of trouble, especially during holidays. And if you're a mother, you're out with all the kids, this kid wants that, this kid wants the other one, and here you are trying to settle everything. It can be very stressful, and you may want to use these oils to support yourself as well. And if you want to stimulate the bowel movements, you can use either one of these citrus oils, 1-2 drops with carrier oil again, 10 drops or so, and apply it at the stomach area to help with proper bowel movement. If you're looking into detoxification, these 3 oils are also edible, but you will need to be guided on how to consume them, right? So these 3 oils are there. And finally, I also want to talk about stressful feelings, anxious feelings, especially when the kids are going back to school in a few more days. Some of them are sitting for exam. You know that times when you feel anxious, you feel fearful, that's when your stomach will start to act up, right? So you want to be able to support that, because our gut is related to our emotions as well, and to our brain as well. So when you are able to support those feelings of anxiousness, you find that you feel a bit better, you feel calmer, and the stomach is not acting up, especially when you have something important that you want to do. Right? So anxious feelings and kissing those butterflies away in your stomach, use the 3 oils that I mentioned, the citrus oils. They help for joy, they help for anxious feelings, they also help for sad emotions as well, right? The 3 citrus. And finally, I also wanted to touch base on lavender essential oil. Now, lavender, a lot of people will associate it with sleep, with calming, with soothing. It also has anti-inflammatory properties, and it also helps with relaxation, especially if you find that you are always very anxious, always under a lot of stress, unable to manage those stress, fear, anxiousness. You may want to use this, because you find that when you're often very anxious, your stomach is always giving you a problem as well. It's always linked. So this is something that I would highly recommend on a daily basis. You can inhale 1 drop from your palm as frequently as you require. Sometimes it's hourly, sometimes it's 2 hourly. If you find that inhaling from the palm is difficult, it's not convenient, then you can just open and inhale from the bottle. It works well. And if you're at home and if you're at work, then you may want to use it in a diffuser. This is an ultrasonic diffuser. And if you followed my session a couple of weeks ago, I mentioned there is this set called My First Kit, where you're getting the pebble diffuser. This is a Doterra pebble diffuser. It's very compact, lightweight. You can put it in your living room, you can put it in your bedroom, or even at your office if you want. And you can also travel with it whenever you go and stay at a new place. So this one is included in the My First Kit with the fractionated coconut oil. And I mentioned there were 6 oils there as well: Peppermint Essential Oil, Lavender, Wild Orange, Lemon, Easy Air, and also Tea Tree Essential Oil, with the additional peppermint free, right? So that is extended, the promotion is extended until month end. And on top of that, if you're keen to get another set, which is the Home Essential Kit, an additional bergamot is there. That one has got 10 essential oils, which is the top 10 oils for any family usage. The final oil I want to touch on for any form of digestive issues is a blend of oil called Digest Zen or Zenjest. So you know those days when before we had all these things, right? If you had a tummy ache, my grandmother, my late grandmother, what she would do is she would slice pieces of ginger and she would steep it in a hot cup of water, and after 5 to 10 minutes she would say, okay, drink this. So you can see that ginger, aniseed, cardamom, fennel, peppermint, and even caraway, all these herbs, spices have always been there to support our body. So Doterra has basically combined all those into one bottle for very convenient usage. So any kind of tummy issue that you may have, even if you're pregnant, you have that nausea, that vomiting, you may have some indigestion. And if you also know someone who is going through chemotherapy, because it's one of the side effects of chemotherapy is nausea. It's a crappy feeling, because I know my son went through chemotherapy almost 10 years ago, and that was a very difficult time because unable to keep food down and having that nausea, that vomiting, and that stomach is always feeling it's a terrible situation to go through. And these oils can bring that comfort and support that healing really beautifully when they are used properly with guidance. So this is the last oil I wanted to touch on, which is called Zenjest. You may want to dilute and apply 1 drop with some carrier oil on the stomach area. Hourly is good so that it can support healing and brings it back to balance. So these are the quick oils that I wanted to share today as you're going on with the last 2 days of the holiday season, and most of the kids and adults are going back to work on Monday. If you have any tummy troubles, you may want to reach out to these essential oils to support your festive season and your balik kampung session as well. And tomorrow night, if you're available and if you're keen as mothers to know how you can support your children who are going back to school with their immune system, with the focus and retention, maybe some of them are having some anxious feelings with exams coming up, need some support with clear breathing, with the mask on again for very long hours, you may want to reach out to me. I'm having a free session tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. via Zoom, and you may want to just hop in to see whether the information I shared would come in handy to support you once the kids go back to school. So I hope to see you again tomorrow night or next week. Until then, have a enjoyable holiday season. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye.